to my channel. This video is a beginner's guide to some essential hacking tools. Today we will walk through important open source tools every security enthusiast should know. We will use Linux to scan and attack two targets, our Metasploitable and our Windows machine. By the end, you will have hands-on demos and command snippets to get started safely in your own lab. So first let's take a look at our very simple topology here. So here we can see this is our topology, these are our machines, so no internet, and all are using the same subnet, this one, the 56. So as we can see, Kali Linux has the 101, 102 and 103. So our first tool is Metasploit, which is a powerful and extensive framework that truly deserves an entire video series on its own. But for now, let's take a quick look at it. So Metasploit is a powerful framework that automates the exploitation process. Instead of writing custom scripts every time, we can use ready-made exploits. In this demo, we will exploit an old vulnerability in the vsftpd FTP server, which is installed on the Metasploitable machine. So let's talk about some key features here. Exploit development, which helps craft and execute exploits against known vulnerabilities. The post-exploitation, which enables privilege escalation, network pivoting and persistence. Payload delivery, which deploys malicious payloads to execute commands on a target system. And automated security, which is testing in vulnerability assessment with built-in tools. So the first command is MSF Console. So let's go to our Linux machine here and let's run MSF Console, our first command here. So the MSF Console command is the main command line interface for Metasploit. When you type MSF Console and press enter, it starts the Metasploit framework console, giving you full access to all of Metasploit's capabilities, like searching for exploits, setting payloads, running scans, and launching attacks, all in the text-based environment. So next let's wait until it shows this, the MSF6. So now it is ready to receive commands. The next command is this. Let's paste this command here. I don't know why it is very... let's press enter there. So this command tells Metasploit to load a specific exploit module. In this case, it is an exploit for the vsftpd 2.3.4. a version of an FTP server that had a backdoor vulnerability. So you are saying, I want to use the vsftpd backdoor exploit. And now it is done. The next command is this set RHOST. Copy, paste, and press enter. The RHOST stands for the remote host. This command sets the target IP address to the, as we can see here, to the 102. In simple words, you are telling Metasploit, this is the machine I want to attack. So next command is exploit. So let's paste it here, exploit. This command launches the attack. Metasploit will run the exploit you loaded earlier using the target IP you set. Now that our exploit succeeded and we have a shell session, we can interact with it by typing Linux commands to explore the system. So here, for example, we can type who am I, which shows the username you are currently logged in as. Another command that we can use is uname Linux, and we can use uname-a to show more information. And this uname-a displays system information like the OS name, version, and kernel details. We can test the ID, and this ID shows your user ID, a group ID, and what groups you belong to. Another command is the pwd, for example, stands for print working directory, shows where you are in the file system. And lastly, we can test ls-la, and here this command lists all files and directories in the current folder, including hidden ones with detailed info, so like permissions, owner, size, etc. So this is a very important and very interesting tool, but let's take a look at the next tool here, and the next tool is Nmap. So let's go out from this, except, so let's type clear here. So first let's create a directory for the sake of this video. Let's mkdir and call it, for example, scans, something like this. In ls we can see our scans is there. So first command we can use is nmap. Let's copy and paste. This is this command here. Copy, paste. Let's press enter once here. So this nmap command performs a detailed scan on the target, which is this one, the Metasploitable machine. The -sc enable default scripts. This runs Nmap's default NSC, which is Nmap scripting engine scripts. These scripts cover basic service detection, security attacks, security checks, and vulnerability scanning. The Nmap NSC, or Nmap scripting engine, is a powerful feature in Nmap that allows users to run custom scripts to enhance scanning capabilities. It helps with tasks like vulnerability detection, network automation, and service enumeration. So here we have much information that can be used. For example, let's go up a little bit here, so we can see all ports, for example. In simple words, you can see all information needed for the attacker using that command. So you can see all Nmap's scripts using this command here. Let's paste that. So Nmap has many scripts that can be used. To check which scripts will run, you can manually list them like this, using this command here. Copy, paste. So Nmap script help default. You can see help and explanation of every script. So a good example, let's try this command here. So nmap script vuln. This this script vuln, which scans for port 21 FTP, as we can see here, P21, and this is the target IP address on the target machine for vulnerabilities using the Nmap's vulnerability detection scripts. That will run the vulnerability detection script on the port 21. So let's run that once. Here we can see directly that FTP vsftpd backdoor vulnerable. This is very important and very interesting. So it says to us, that machine has this backdoor, state vulnerable, exploitable. So you can exploit this, and it says which CVE it is. So you can Google this CVE and read all the information about this backdoor or this vulnerability. So next command, let's try to run this command here. And see. So this time we will run this against Windows 10 machine. So in this command here, we can see this -a. This -a means aggressive scan, which enables multiple advanced Nmap scanning features, like OS detection, which identifies the operating system fingerprint, version detection, which determines the software versions running on open ports. The next here we can see ON. This saves the results to a human readable text file named Windows 10 inside the scans directory. So useful for offline analysis or storing historical scan data. So let's check. So ls, so cd scans, ls there. You can make cat, so read this file. Like this, paste, cat, and copy, paste. So we can see the result saved here. So we did the scan against the port, this port here, the 139. Now, next tool. So let's clear the screen here. So the next tool is Netcat. A Netcat, or NC, is a powerful command line networking tool, often referred to as the TCP/IP Swiss Army knife, because of its ability in handling various network tasks. It is commonly used by system administrators, ethical hackers, and penetration testers. So let's try port scanning, which quickly check open ports on a target system. So let's grab this command here and see what it can show us. It is very fast, exactly. So the Z, the -Z, means zero IO mode, scans ports without sending data. So it just checks if a connection can be made, rather than establishing a full session, which is useful for quick port scanning. The V, so this V here, verbose mode, prints detailed output showing open or closed ports. And this is our target machine. And here we are saying check only ports from 1 to 1000. So you can run for example 3000 up to 65,000. But it will take more time every time you use high port number. So let's run the same command on Windows machine. So these are the ports opened in Metasploitable. So let's run the same command on Windows machine and see what we have. So here we can see we have these Microsoft DS, NetBIOS and EPMAP open ports. So now let's run the next command here. Let's grab this command. Let's grab it, paste, and run. So this command is used for banner grabbing, which is a technique used in cybersecurity and ethical hacking to identify details about a service running on an open port of a target machine. This often includes the service name, for example, Apache, Nginx, OpenSSH, the version number, sometimes the operating system or additional configuration info. This information is useful for vulnerability assessment, since knowing the service and version can help identify known vulnerabilities. So it's very important to know what version the victim is running. Once connected, you can type some command. Now we can run this command. So get HTTP11. It is not enough, so let's run it again and paste that again. And now we need to designate what target machine is. So like this. And there we needed to press enter twice. So you may receive a banner here, as we can see. So here we have HTTP, it's 200, which is okay. What is important here, we can see the versions. So it's Apache 228, Ubuntu. So we can see many much information, which is very useful. Let's now jump to our next command and last command for this video. So our last tool for today is Wireshark. Let's clear the screen here. Clear. So Wireshark is a powerful packet sniffer and network analysis tool used to capture and examine network traffic in real time. It helps cybersecurity professionals, network administrators, and ethical hackers troubleshoot network issues and detect security vulnerabilities. So packet capture with Wireshark, you see everything on the wire. So let's start Wireshark here. It is installed by default on Kali. So and let's use this command. So let's open our interface, network interface, and paste our command here. So this command will check all HTTP traffic on our Windows machine. And now let's go to our Windows machine here, grab an internet browser, and try to surf to our Metasploitable. So let's take this command here. Okay. And press enter. And back to the Wireshark. What is important here is that we can see the get, this get, HTTP get. So you'll see this HTTP get and responses in real time, which is very great for debugging and understanding protocols. As you can see here, get. And this is not protected or not encrypted. So we know the AT is not encrypted. So this video is done here. So thank you for watching and see you in the next one.